Do you know how to use a wireless remote controller to option code a unit? Today I'm going to be programming an EEPROM using a wireless receiver and also a wireless remote controller. Hope you're ready to learn something. Click the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell, ding, so you know what I'm doing. If you want tech support, you want help with your project, you want some guides I can send you to help you jumpstart your HVAC career, then click the join button. Become a member. Let me know in the comments, say I joined, not just subscribed, but I really appreciate all of my subscribers. Join, and I'll give you this information through email. And then if you want my phone number, check out my membership levels. You're watching HVAC Tips for Technicians. I'm Tad, and let's get started. Thermostat is blank, no power. Let's get this unit going. All right, here is inside the air handler. Here is the main PCB. There's the NASA communication board. Here's the EEPROM. This is the part that we're going to program today, the EEPROM. So let's turn the power on. Makes a little ding, but there's no lights. And the reason there's no lights is because the EEPROM, we need to write that option. We're gonna do that using our wireless remote controller and our wireless receiver. Take a look at the model number if you need the part number for either one. This is our wireless remote controller, and this right here is our wireless receiver. All right, let's get it plugged up. All right, got the batteries in my remote controller, and now I've got this wire here, this cable with two ends. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to plug this in right here on the board. Okay. Come on, buddy. You can do it. There we go. Right there. And that says display, okay? That's right. That's how you know where to plug it in, where it says display. All right, the other side of that wire plugs in right here. You got this piece in the back that comes off, and then you can kind of take and push this down, and then at the same time try to squeeze that plug in there, or you could just take the Phillips screws out of this printed circuit board, and then you can get more room to be able to plug that in. So either way, whatever you decide, there's a couple ways you can do it. Just try to fit it in there and plug it in, or take the Phillips screws out. There's 4 Phillips screws. Now it's plugged in, we got some lights. All right, what next? Now we're going to use this wireless remote controller, and we're going to use this option code, and we're going to follow these instructions. So if you want to stop the video and read these instructions, this is exactly what I'm going to do. All right, pause the video. All right, you're going to remove the batteries, wait till the screen goes blank, and then you're going to place the batteries in the remote. And to enter the service mode, you push the temperature button, the up and down button at the same time while you put the batteries in the remote, and then you'll enter the service mode. I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, this is what the service mode looks like. I just released my finger off of the temperature, the up and down buttons, after installing the batteries. And now it says on and 0, 0. It says using the fan button to adjust the segment on the left and the fan up button to adjust the segment on the right to enter code into the above, press mode to advance to the next page. Okay, so you're going to press mode to go from auto to cool to dry to fan and so forth. All right, so and that's the code. So here's what I'm going to do. Fan down and up buttons, okay? So I'm going to make it say 1A, okay? 1, all right, got that part. So go up to move the segment on the right to A, all right? Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to push the mode button, all right? Mode button, and it doesn't really matter where I'm, just as long as I'm next to the receiver. All right, let's see, what else? Cool, 0, 5, so just do up. All right, mode. 4, 0, so I'm going to do down. 4, 0, all right, and that's dry. 40, all right, and then fan set to 5, 0. All right, so, oh, wrong one. Okay, make that say O again. Whoopsies. I'm going up instead of, all right, 5. Mode to move to the next one. All right, so heat is gonna be 0, 0. We're gonna move forward by pushing the mode button. Now we're gonna go 0, 6. So how do we affect the second segment? That is with the up button. So 0, 6, mode, 9, 6. Oops. All right. All right, 9, 3. All right, mode. We're almost there. Oh, just did the wrong one again. Great. Didn't mean to do that. Come on, buddy. You got this. You can do it. All right, mode. And the last one should be 0, 0. Now, it says, once the numbers shown above are entered into the controller, press the power button several times while pointing remote at the indoor unit. All segments must be entered as shown below. Okay, so power button towards the indoor unit. This is the power button. All right, let's see. Do we got lights back again? Is it programmed? It says remove batteries if screen goes blank, replace batteries and cover to return to normal operation. All right, we've got the code in there. This should have worked. All right, we'll see what happens. I'm going to turn the power off and then turn the power back on. Power back on. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, there's a blinking light. There's a blinking light. Seen a light blink. It was right there. Maybe we're good. Let me go check the thermostat and see. All right, I haven't gone down yet, but check this out. I got some light action. You know how excited that makes me? So excited. All right, I'll button this thing up, but first, I'm gonna go check out the thermostat. All right, perfect. All right, let's get out of here. All right, power to the thermostat. Says Celsius, we gotta fix that. That ain't gonna work. Change that back to Fahrenheit. But unit's gonna run. Good to go, fixed it. All right, I got it set to Fahrenheit. Got it to where it shows set temperature. And turn on cooling now. Goodbye, my friend. I'm gonna go check the outdoor unit now. I'll see you later. Let's go. All right, so here's my outdoor unit right here. Got some nice umbrellas set up. Oh yeah. And it is displaying UP, unprepared. You know what you do when it says UP? You hit the K1 button. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there we go. Now we're gonna go into the pipe check operation. Auto trial. All right. So it'll find out how many indoor units it has. Of course, I've got the dial set to 1. We installed these, I think, 2016 area. See that, 2016? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got my S-Net tool set up. Getting my power with my little cheater cord. Hey, how's it going? Looks like it just finished up. Oh, look at that. Little ice, little icy. Outdoor fan looks like it's coming to a stop. Awesome, yep. Just came to a stop. Took about 5-10 minutes. Let's see what the display says next. All right, got my S-Net loaded, and before I didn't see any indoor units, and you could see where it was 0, but now it's 1 indoor unit, 1 outdoor unit. Now if I go up here to where it says add-on and indoor option rider, ooh, there it is, my air handler. So I can select that air handler and now write the option code. I could not use this software earlier to write the option code because I had an issue with the EEPROM. My outdoor unit had a code error code E202, and that means communication error between the indoor and the outdoor unit. And so I couldn't use the SNet to write that option, so I had to get that wireless receiver and that wireless remote controller. So that's the reason I did that. Now I can read test operation says not complete still, so we've got to wait a little bit for our test operation to complete, and then our display on that outdoor unit will change. So I'm still waiting for that, but at least now I can read my indoor unit because we have successfully programmed the EEPROM. So I noticed that after it went from the unprepared, the UP, to this, it went through the check operation, and then it went and it did it again, and then it did it again. So we have a problem. So I'm looking at my SNet, and I go to indoor unit data, and I pull up the indoor unit, and look at that. Our evaporator inlet says it's 158 degrees. So we have I have another bad indoor temperature sensor. That's what's wrong with this. So I got to get a parts list, and I got to get a part number, and then I got to order the indoor sensor, because that's the reason it's not finishing the check operation and working properly. So we can't get past that. That's the whole issue. All right, just took the plug off that goes to my sensors. See right there, it says, you can't really see it, evaporator inlet, outlet, and room sensor. Okay, and it plugs in like this. I just tested the sensor in the middle is the one that's bad. If you don't know how to test sensors using a resistance chart, you need resistance charts. I can send those to you. Click the join button. If you need to know how to use your meter and check these sensors, I've got a video in the link in the description for you that'll show you how to check these sensors and tell which one's bad. The one that was bad for me was the evaporator inlet sensor. That's the one in the middle, okay? And that's the one that was bad. So glad to have the wireless receiver with that ducted unit to be able to write that option code with the wireless remote controller. If you have a wall mount unit, you don't have to have that wireless receiver because you already have one built into the unit. So you just use the wireless remote controller. Here is the unit I'm working on. I've got the parts list pulled up, and it looks like over here is where the sensors are. We've got 1, 2, 25, 26, 27. If you don't know how to find out what a part number is and how to figure it out, I've got a video on that. I'll drop it down in the link in the description. It looks like assembly thermistor in is what I need. Number 21, okay? So 2, okay, that's probably it right there. Okay, cool. Got what I need. Go check out that video if you want to know how to get to the exploded parts view for any indoor unit or outdoor unit that you're working on that's Samsung. New sensors are almost ready to come out. Make sure that you have 5/16 so that you can take these little clips off. This is what holds these wires up against the furnace wall, so it's nice and neat and organized. I got to get this sensor out now. All right, got all the sensors in their proper location. Evaporator in sensor, the ambient air sensor, the evaporator out sensor right there, and got all the little clips in to hold the wire. Now I'm going to plug this in. All right, there we go. Power's back on. We got lights. Let's go plug it up to SNet and see what we read on that sensor and make sure this unit's going to operate in the cooling mode correctly. Panel's back on. Let's go to the outdoor unit. Look at it. Beautiful. It's giving an E101, but we know why. Let me show you. All right, so got the SNet hooked up. Turn the power on. And let's do K1 so that we can pipe check and do the trial operation. All right, let's get on SNet. Connecting the SNet. If you look on the screen, it says UP. What do? It's unprepared. You push the K1, hold it for a few seconds, and then let go. Now it's going to go through trial operation, and it should complete the operation this time. Before it would not, because we found out through SNet we had a bad indoor sensor. So we're going to reconnect SNet, and we're going to look at the sensors, and we're going to be able to finish this unprepared, and then we're going to be able to run this unit correctly. All right, the unit is running in trial operation. Oh, looks like it's about to finish. I heard it click off, so that really only lasted a couple minutes. And hopefully what we don't want is for it to say UP again. That's what it was doing before. Trying to connect with SNet, but that little yellow light down there is not turning green, so we're not populating any information, and it's not communicating right now. So we may have to wait till this is over for this to communicate. You can't always get communication, and SNet might not always work because you might have an issue with your communication. So sometimes you'll have a damaged EEPROM, or you'll have maybe a communication wire from the indoor to the outdoor that's cut, or it's not connected properly, and that'll cause SNet not to work. Still in the test operation, we're forming a little bit of ice, but it sounds like it's coming to a stop, so hopefully we will be ending our test operation, and it'll no longer display UP. It'll be completed, and then we can operate this unit. It's been about 10 minutes. It's still in the test operation mode, and now it's thawed out. Look at that. Surely it's gonna complete the operation soon. I'm gonna try SNet again. All right, now we're done with the test operation. It says 0000. That's what we want. Still not able to connect with the SNet, but that's okay. We should be able to run the unit now because it no longer says UP, so it has completed the test operation. I'm excited. I'm gonna go inside, turn thermostat on, and test the cooling now. All right, so let's see here. Power mode, cooling. 70, fan speed. Oh, okay. Let's push it again just for... All right, let's go ahead and check it out, see if it's running. Outdoor unit is running. I don't think my indoor unit's running though, and that's why these pipes are frosting up. I bet it's going to display an error code. So guess what now is the problem? The blower motor's bad. That's right, the blower motor. How do I know? Well, from white to black, I got 240 volts. And then from common, which is the blue, to the orange, which is the call, I have 24 volts. So now I got to change the motor. Some days there's jobs where you fix one thing and then something else appears and you find another problem. And I feel like that's one of these jobs where I've had a bad EEPROM, and now I've option coded with that wireless receiver, and then I had the sensor that was bad, and now I get that sensor replaced, and now I have a bad blower motor, and I'm like, ah! But we're gonna get the blower motor in, and I'm gonna replace it, and this thing is gonna run, I hope. Back on site, ready to get this motor replaced and get the unit running. Got the wires pulled off. There's the new motor. New motor came with a bracket already on it. I like that. Got the drill, 5/16 bit ready. Got a couple screws that are gonna be hard to get to. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna use a little attachment here. It's got a right angle on it, and this is a performance tool. This is how I'm gonna get in here to get these two screws out. All right, let's get this blower out. Okay, so there's an easier way to take this motor out. Just noticed it. You take this panel off right here, okay? And then there's one screw that goes right here that goes through this panel, and then you can slide the blower out. So that's the easiest way. Just want to throw that in this video. Just learned that. Got the old motor out, and then there's where the motor was. Right there's the heat strips. So, all right, time to get that new motor in. New motor is in, wires are back on. Didn't have to take out any of those screws. Learned a new thing today. You just take this off here, and then take this little bracket out, and this whole blower assembly will slide out, which is nice. Now, moment of truth. Turn it back on, set the unit to cooling, and let's have some air conditioning. I need it. It's nice and hot. Whew. All right, well, isn't this lovely? A free sauna, perfect. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this unit to work. Oh, man, that's beautiful. All right, let's turn it on cooling. All right, power, cooling. Oh, I can hear the fan. I can hear the fan. Ah, so it's such a good sound. All right, let's go put the panel back on. Oh man, I love it. I love it. It's alive. It's alive. Outdoor unit is running, indoor fan is running, so we're back in business. Beautiful. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hit the like button, subscribe, and smash that bell ding so you know what I'm doing before you leave. If you got a question, questions become content, leave it down below. If you don't have a question, let me know who you are and where you're from. This is HVAC Tips for Technicians. I'm Tad, and I'll keep you cool if you let me. During the summertime, it's good to keep an extra shirt with you. That way you got something to change into so you don't have to wear a waterlogged shirt the rest of the day. I do not have one with me, so I'm running home real quick so that I can get one. Yes, I am half naked. I do not have a shirt on right now, but that's okay. Stay healthy, stay happy, everybody. I hope that you're having a blessed day, and I hope that you're enjoying life, because it's good to have the breath of life. It's good to be able to breathe, and you're wonderful. You're wonderfully made, and you're a beautiful treasure.